Hello everyone and welcome to Metro Matters. I'm Mary Sitt. The backbone of Metro is our fleet of buses that travel an area of 1,285 square miles. The men and women behind the wheel, the ones you see, are the faces of Metro. They receive extensive training to make sure you get where you want to go safely and efficiently. The man behind training our hundreds of bus drivers is Santiago Osorio. Santiago is Metro's manager at transportation training. Before that, he was operations manager at LA County Metro. Now he oversees the training of more than 1,500 bus drivers. So bus drivers have been here with Metro for a long time.
Yes, as far as I recall, we have one that is celebrated 50 years. Obviously, 50 years with the agency. I
He
can
started as a young man.
I'm sure. But yes, we do have a wide range of operators that have been here from 1 year to 40, 38. Average is 30.
The average is 30 years.
That I come across, not the average, perhaps. I would say if we're going to talk statistics, we probably have an average of 15 years tenure here.
That's still quite a while. So it's not a revolving door among our bus drivers. I mean, they come here and stay here. Why do they stay so long?
Well, this is a great transit agency. This is a transit agency that they're proud of it. They get treated with respect. They have, how do I say this? They found a sense of, not companionship, but a sense of support among their coworkers, management, and the people that work among them. They take pride on what they do every day. I have conversations with them on the hallways. We call them the hallway conversations. And where they express sometimes their feelings of how they feel about this agency. And they take pride. Frank Gonzalez is an example of that. He tells me how he just loves to greet the customers. He enjoys coming to work every day.
That's great.
Yeah, that's remarkable.
And that shows up to the public when they board the bus. They see a driver. I'm sure Frank Gonzalez is always smiling at his customers. I've heard that he does a lot.
That's correct, yeah. His manager, Joanne Pettit, she shared a story with me. She told me that there was an operator one time that this operator was in trouble for customer service. And during the retraining process, they scheduled the operator to go out with Frank. And because of the way Frank handled his customers, he turned this person completely around. And that's commendable.
Just by watching his behavior?
Just by watching his behavior, by the way he greeted the customer, the way he took his job. I mean, to him, as he said, this is not just a job, this is something that I enjoy doing every day.
Now, Santiago, you have someone who's very highly skilled, like Frank Gonzalez, who won this international competition, but do you also train people who have never driven anything bigger than a four-door sedan?
Yes. We have most of our operators, I would say the percentage is 65% of most of our new hires. They come from the street and they never had any experience of driving anything over an SUV for that matter. And so the process for that it's really interesting.
How do you teach them the techniques of driving a bus?
You have to go by phases. And the first phase, obviously, you have a classroom where you're teaching general knowledge and concepts of the bus. And after that, we take them to the yard where they learn the basic skills of how to operate the bus.
Now, they're actually in a bus driving it around, right? Do you also have a simulator, too, before that?
Sure, we do. We have a simulator that we use prior to take him out on the yard. This simulator is sort of the picture of a bus, where you have a steering wheel, air brakes, windows, not windows, but it has screens on the side that simulates actual bus moving. And we put him through scenarios, and we teach him how to make right turns. We teach him the basics of how to use the mirrors. Okay.
Now, you mentioned earlier that there's something you have that's better than a simulator. What is that?
Well, we have a great tool that is called the visual system. The visual system is an onboard system that we use most of the system we use it for retraining. And now we started using it for our new hires. What this system does is it has 4 cameras that oversee the driver, and you place the other camera facing the road, and 2 of them that's facing the side, that actually recording the side of the vehicle. With this camera, we record operators' behavior. So by nature, as a humans, sometimes we don't like to be criticized, correct? So when we have an operator go out on the yard, or we have an operator that is here for training, they don't like to hear from an instructor, I did something wrong, or you did something wrong. So what we do is we record them as they go, and whenever one of their behaviors shows up, we basically record that on the camera system. And when we get back to the facility, we sit them down, we coach them, and we actually show them what they're doing wrong. Sometimes they think that going through an intersection, they're doing everything that is required for them to do, such as checking the left, right, checking all the mirrors, but they're not.
When they see it on tape, they see what they really did.
That's correct.
And of course, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
That's right, and that's where oh my God, suppression comes in.
Okay. Sonia, we need to take a little break right now, but don't go away. We'll be right back and we'll tell you what milk has to do with training bus drivers. Stay with us.